morning, everybody. This is Eureka John, Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live at 6:55 in the morning from Leander, Texas. And Leander is a suburb just outside of Austin. And it is March 14th, 2021 on a Sunday. And we have this thing here in the United States called daylight savings time. And for whatever reason or the other, we decide to push our clocks forward in the spring and pull our clocks back by 1 hour in the fall. So really it is not 6:56, it's 5:50. So, but I wonder when that time frame is when you stop saying that it's not 7, it's 6, and you stop doing that, because at some point you really just stop saying that it's really whatever the time was before time change. So I don't know, it's never really formed in my head as to when that actually happens, but it does actually happen, and at some point you start to just accept that the time is the time that that it's an hour earlier than before. But then right when that happens, time changes again for the fall. So yeah, either way, whatever, time change sucks, and I'm tired, and I just rolled out of bed and I can already hear the kids upstairs starting to make noise. So anyway, on a positive note, let's go to CoinGecko here. Let's take a look. I was looking up Oasis Network yesterday. Several people have actually recommended me look into this project, so I was taking a look at CoinGecko last night. I'll look a little deeper into it. It looks pretty interesting, so looks like it could be a cool show topic. Let's see here. Let's go to my portfolio. Bitcoin staying at 60,000 overnight. It was at 60,000 all day yesterday, 60,000 overnight. Ethereum's at 1878.60, so it was going sideways for a little bit, then it popped up yesterday. I think it got up into the 1900s, and I was thinking it might touch 2,000, but lo and behold, no, it did not. It got to 1945.42, the all-time high. What did we get to? We got to 2,000 on February 20th. Wow. Okay. All right. How did that pass by me? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not the authority on all things crypto, so things could slip by me, and whatever. Polkadot 36.93, Cardano $1.08, Uniswap 31.94, Chainlink 29.21, Data Network 7.25, Aave 385.91, Crypto.com 18 cents, Synthetic 1960, Hedera Hashgraph 35, Zilliqa at 16 cents, Celsius 504, Bancor $8. Anyway, these are like my top 10. The actual top 10 are over here, and you have Binance Coin at number 3. Of course, Tether sitting right there at number 4, just stuck in there like the stable coin it is. Polkadot, Cardano, XRP at number 7, Uniswap at number 8, Litecoin at number 9, and Chainlink sitting at number 10, just steady right there. 9 and 10 is Chainlink. All right, cool. Let's move on to some news here. And where was I? Okay, yeah. So I guess we can start here. I found an interesting article on CoinDesk about how Square is buying Tidal. I've never even heard of Tidal, but apparently this is Jay-Z's music service, selling music. Yep. And they were just wondering why Jack Dorsey and Square would want to get into this and buy this. So it says how the NFT boom explains Square's Tidal buy. Yeah, why would Jack Dorsey want to get into the music industry, basically? And he's not really getting into the music industry. He's getting into the small business industry. And it explains in this article how NFTs and music will work hand in hand, because right here you have supply, and then the demand increases, and then after Napster, how the supply, the valuation of the supply was devalued because of anybody could get access to the music all the time after Napster with digital music, rather than it being available on CD or records over here, or cassettes, or 8-tracks. Don't forget about 8-tracks too. I actually have a pretty large 8-track collection. And anyway, so NFTs changed the ball game here because they are bringing back ownership to digital media. So that will cause the price to go high, which in turn brings about a model for artists to be small business owners, and a digital artist to be a small business owner once again. And they go on and they explain the basics for people who don't know what NFTs are here. And they're basically non-fungible tokens, and you can basically own anything digital, whether it be art or music. And it has its own hash encryption code on there, to which you own that piece of digital art or music. And I even read an article yesterday where some pro tennis player was creating NFTs out of pieces of her arm, or people own pieces of her arm. That's, I mean, come on. Anyway, so how do NFTs in the music industry actually work? Kings of Leon are getting really into this. All the big guys are starting to get in the know about this stuff. Take a look at the acquisition of Tidal by Square from Jay-Z. Tidal has 70 million songs and 250,000 videos, and is being majority bought by the payments processor for 300 million. According to statements from ARK Invest, Tidal runs around $170 million in revenue and has 1 million to 2 million subscribers paying $13 a month. Why does a mobile wallet want to own this property? In part, the customer acquisition strategy for Cash App has been through influencers and the hip-hop community, including by giving out Bitcoin to followers. This is a massive leverage growth hack. Square is buying a unique go-to-market strategy. It is also getting lots of artists as customers who are in essence running small businesses. Being a small business banking alternative, Square is well positioned to monetize and bank and monetize the creators, and then use the voice of the creators to grow adoption of Square himself. This is CEO Jack Dorsey playing 5-dimensional chess. As an example of the same insight, look at his other company, Twitter's roadmap to add paid subscription super follow features of his own content creators. In building financialization into the social network, the company is taking economic share back from third-party tools that aggregate and represent influencers, instead of ad units disappearing into direct messages and talent agencies. So Twitter becomes both a creative and financial platform. Anyway, they go off on a tangent there, but what he's doing is he is owning this platform to be able to sell music, and indirectly celebrities will be endorsing his platform, and artists and musicians will be using this platform as small businesses. As you see, every single food truck in your city, well, I know in Austin in particular has like 10 gazillion food trucks, but they all use Square. All small businesses use Square. Square has brought the bank to a low hassle, no hassle system to the small business. And Jack Dorsey sees this, then he also sees the celebrity endorsement. So that is why he bought this type of business. And with NFTs, musicians and artists will now be able to run their artistry as a small business. So it completely revolutionizes the whole music and art industry in my eyes. And I hate to kind of constantly, follow the herd and harp on NFTs and stuff like that, because it seems to be all you see in the news, but it's really hard to get away from once you realize the huge impact that NFTs are going to have on everything we do. So once you fully understand NFTs. And there's an article right here. I will link this article in here on what are NFTs and how do they work in the video description. So I always provide the links in the video description. I have watched when I was learning. I'm still every day learning about crypto. This is what this is. This is my journey, and you're following along with it. I'm not a reputable news guy or anything like that, or some crypto professional. I'm just a dude learning about this crap, and I followed and I still do follow a lot of the same YouTubers, and they would always put links in the video descriptions. And I would go and click through their links and look at, what they're talking about. And if they actually explained it clearly, or sometimes they didn't. And I would go and read the article and be like, that's what they were talking about. So don't just trust me. Follow the links that I put in the video descriptions, because I'm probably not just explaining this as accurately as I should. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. And then it goes, here's an article about NFTs and what they are. I'll let you read through that. I've already explained what NFTs are several times in various videos. It says it's 6 o'clock on my watch. I got to update it, but it also says it's January 6th, whatever. Jeez. All right. Anyway, I know I had an issue with the Waves exchange and this not popping up, the little API to be able to log in and stuff like that. I finally fixed it. I got on customer service. I got to hand it to Waves. That one customer service guy, Boris, that I had before sucked. But the other guy, he was like, oh, look at your extensions, because I screenshotted. And up here, I had the Math wallet open. So hold on, let me show these extensions. Up here, I had a bunch of extensions in here. I had IPFS, and I had Math wallet. And I started closing out extensions. And once I closed out the Math wallet, then the Waves sign-in form fields came up. So just in case you're having the same issue, and you use the Waves exchange, I don't really use it that much. I'm actually going to be, kind of pulling everything out of it and just putting it back to into Ethereum platforms and Bitcoin stuff and Bitcoin, because I like to experiment around with stuff, but I don't always just keep everything I have in there and use it all the time. I wanted to know how it works. I like learning levers and pulleys. That's the type of person I am. But I don't necessarily just continue and loyally use every single thing that I talk about in here. I want to know how it works. I want to know how things work. I'm a tinkerer. So yeah, you just got to close out and mess with extensions on some of these sites. And Brave browser, this was not coming up, this right here. So I had to close out the Math wallet, and suddenly, ta-da, I decided it wanted to work. So if you're having that issue, now you know. All right. So yesterday also I was talking about Decrypt and media and how they were incorporating blockchain into their journalism. Well, I completely forgot about PublishOX, and I've been using. I used PublishOX for a few months, and PublishOX 0x. Okay, Publish 0x. I used Publish 0x for a little bit, and then I kind of just got involved with moving, and I forgot about it. So, but this is also a journalism tool made on the blockchain, and you can become a content creator, or you can follow authors, and you pick who you want to follow author wise and what type of articles you like to read, and you can earn dollars and Ethereum, basically the Ethereum equivalent of this, for reading these articles, and then the publishers also get money for creating them based upon how many reads they use. There's some pretty good articles on here, and you can look it up by whatever token you want to follow, what's popular, what's new, crypto, and stuff like that. So look into Publish 0x. It's it's a pretty interesting platform. Decrypt Media is not the only one that is doing journalism on the media, even though Decrypt Daily is more focused on established journalists rather than just any schmo like me who wants to become an author. I do think that they do have some kind of vetting process before they just let any dude with an opinion jump on here, but it's definitely not hired journalists like Decrypt Media is doing. But either way, there's some really good content on here. I found this one. This was an interesting article. Your new weapon against DeFi complexity: simple swaps. And I found this, and I love finding new stuff. And here's this app, DeversiFi. It's a really quick, easy trading platform. It's kind of like Loopring, where you have to upload your crypto. You connect your wallet here, and you upload your chunk of crypto that you want to trade with up on their platform, and then it's kind of a layer 2 solution. It is pretty much a layer 2 solution where you can trade back and forth freely. So there is the initial cost of uploading your crypto to their layer 2 solution, and then after that you're good to go with trading. And it looks to be order book trading, not necessarily automatic market makers like Loopring is. Loopring's over here. You have the AMM and the automatic market making, and you can provide liquidity to that market and all that stuff. Well, this is not necessarily that. It's just a straight up trading platform, and you can do OTC, over the counter trading. So you do swaps, OTCs, super fast, really cheap. Just another alternative out there for you to look at. I'm probably not going to use it, but some people might like it. So that's why I talk about this stuff. Just because something is not my shtick doesn't mean it might not be somebody else's shtick. So all right, hold on one second. Let me clear my throat. All right, so yeah, got my wallet connected. You got swap. You got this. To a lot of people, these types of platforms look pretty scary who are new to trading, and believe me, they looked really scary to me at first. That's why when I was a newbie, I was using Coinbase instead of something like Kraken, because Kraken kind of looked like this with the pairs and the graphs, and you could log into something like this at first whenever you first get into crypto, and you're just like, oh crap, I do not want to lose money, so I will stay very clear of this. And that's kind of what I did, and I went to a happy little Coinbase interface, and then I slowly have been able to graduate onto more sophisticated looking platforms like this. But yeah, anyway, so it's out there, DeversiFi.com. DeversiFi, spelled like that, DeversiFi.com. Okay, so now here is an interesting article I found on The Defiant. And if you don't know The Defiant, this is a media outlet. I mean, Decrypt Media and The Defiant to me kind of go hand in hand. But The Defiant, they focus a lot on DeFi. It's Camila Russo's, she wrote this book, The Infinite Machine. It's her little media outlet, and she does a great job with her team. And it's a big media outlet in the crypto world. I'm not being diminutive, sorry. And that's her. And she wrote this book, Infinite Machine. I'd read it. It's the history of Ethereum. It's an amazing book. So now there's a token that tracks trending Wall Street bet stocks. So there's it's basically a derivative. Degenerative Finance has launched uStonks, a synthetic that tracks the 10 most bullish Wall Street bet stocks. The project is a collaboration between Yam Finance and UMA Protocol and is intended to function as a DeFi proxy for hype on Reddit's Wall Street bets. Users who mint and provide liquidity during the first 3 weeks will receive bonus Yam and UMA. The first 100 users to hit various minting and liquidity pool benchmarks will also receive an exclusive NFT. NFT visuals haven't been revealed yet, but given the degenerative theme, it will most likely involve Wall Street Bet's Diamond Hand mascot. It's been 24 hours since launch. uStonks has reached $3 million in total valuation, total value locked. Yan Finance said in a tweet. Okay, so this was written on March 10th, so it's March 14th. It's been 4 days. And let's go take a look at this Degenerative Finance and see what the deal is. So, connected my wallet and cutting edge DeFi derivatives. So it basically creates an ETF of it tracks the 10 most bullish Wall Street Bets stocks and captures the sentiment of the Wall Street Bets community. And if you don't know what Wall Street Bets is, if you have heard anything about GameStop stocks and the short squeezes that have happened and how that has caused havoc in the financial industry, and it's basically exposed the corruption and the insider trading and everything else that goes on Wall Street. Wall Street Bets started all that, and is a subreddit group on Reddit reddit.com, which is a social media in which people form little communities and groups around certain topics. And everybody in this group on Reddit decided that they wanted to all buy a dying stock, which was GameStop. And they did the same with AMC movie theaters. If Blockbuster, did they do it with Blockbuster? I don't know. But either way, they find these stocks that are pretty much going to end up being zombie stocks. And all these large companies basically bet on that stock going down. And then using options and calls and stuff like that, when that stock hits that lower price, these companies cash out on their bet that they make that that's going to go down. Well, what happens is all these people in the Wall Street Bets community started buying up the GameStop stocks. And then when that happened, the price didn't go down as expected. It went up. And then when that happened, all these large hedge funds and these account manager people lost tons of money, because when you bet on a short and you bet that a stock is going to go down and it doesn't make it, you'll lose tenfold of what you're betting. So they lost a lot of money. They were pissed. That guy who did all this stuff went to court and he basically thumbed their nose at him. And yeah, it is what it is. And they exposed the degenerate gambling that Wall Street participants do on a day-to-day basis and call themselves professionals. So but now you can bet on the stocks that the Wall Street Bets community are betting on. So it's basically an ETF, exchange traded fund, but not an official one. But it tracks the 10 most bullish Wall Street Bets stocks and the value of those as a bundle. And so you can go in here, and I haven't even been to this website yet. I'm just taking a look at it, but it's basically a DeFi platform. Let's see here, step-by-step user guide, and so you can provide liquidity, it looks like, and earn APR by locking up. uStonks NFT giveaway. So some interesting stuff I got to thumb through. But let's take a look at this token. Mint, deposit, select token. So right now uStonks is a token, and the uStonks is the token that is tracking the 10 most bullish stocks on Wall Street Bets community. And let's take a quick look here. Hold on. So reddit.com or WSB. So let's see. Let's take a look and see what happens when I look for Wall Street Bets on Reddit. Okay, here it is. Just so I want to make sure everybody is on the same page and understands what Wall Street Bets is and what Reddit is, because it took me a while actually to honestly get my head around Reddit and how to navigate around it. But I know now. But this is basically Reddit. You find little sub communities, and it's basically r and then slash and then whatever topic. Okay, and you can go around, and here's the Wall Street Bets thread. People just post crazy stuff, everybody aping in, and yeah, a lot of apes going on here, a lot of animals. Am I on the right one? Yeah. On behalf of GME, a warthog has been adopted through the World Wildlife Fund. So there's a bunch of interesting stuff going on through Wall Street Bets, and you will find lots of topics to enjoy. So compound interest question, big companies seem shady, dear government. Let's see if they have anything about uStonks here. Real quickly, and we go into search. All right, come on. uStonks. Okay, so stonks are stocks. It's just kind of a millennial Gen Z way to say stocks while at the same time making fun of stocks. So uStonks, trade the Wall Street Bets basket on DeFi with Uma and Yam. So here's an article on that, and that's in the Ethereum subreddit. And So I guess this is all built on Ethereum as ERC20 tokens. So anyway, yeah, so interesting stuff. I just thought it's interesting. It's a synthetic, and what I mean by synthetic, it is something that tracks the price of something else synthetically. So when you have a uStonk token, it is a synthetic token. And I did a video not too long ago on synthetics, and you can go back and look at that, and that hopefully aptly explains what a synthetic is for those who don't know. But it's a derivative instrument, and it's basically what got us in trouble in 2008 during the 2008 crash. Everybody was playing around with these derivatives based on house loans and mortgages, and they were packaging and bundling them up together, just like they're doing right here with these Wall Street bets, 10 bullish stocks, bundling them together and then tokenizing them and then passing them around and buying and selling and trading them. Although they didn't tokenize the home loans and mortgage notes and stuff like that, they did bundle them together and they traded them back and forth with each other amongst the Wall Street financial people. And then somebody over, I believe in Paris, France, discovered that all those home loans were actually based upon thin air. And once that rug was pulled out from under them, the entire market crashed in 2008, and you got 2008 market crash. So I would not be surprised if something like this happens at some point in the crypto industry. Not saying uStonks is going to cause anything like this, but I'm just saying. So you can buy this uStonks bundle and apparently get APR of 337.72% interest when you earn rewards when you mint and liquidity provide uStonks on Uniswap. Wow, so you can get some pretty hefty APR if you take about something, imagine $10,000 just thrown into uStonks and then earning APR 337.72% on that. I mean, it's just comical the way some of these people are making money. Oh my God. I don't have enough money to just degenerately gamble like that. I ain't rich, but some people do, and they're okay with losing that. Only invest what you are okay with losing. So that's one of the main rules of crypto and investing in general. And then also another 2 rule: when in doubt, zoom out. Zoom out on that graph and see what the large macro trend is. Anyway, so one more article I wanted to, I found another news source called CryptoPotato.com. This is interesting. Physical Bitcoin notes could be around the corner. A physical Bitcoin may be on its way thanks to Noteworthy, a startup focused on creating top-of-the-line Bitcoin-backed notes. So you think Bitcoin is digital money? Think again. Bitcoin might be about to become a physical thing. A new startup is working on creating the first Bitcoin-backed Bitcoin-backed banknotes with the goal of making Bitcoin suitable for offline transaction, streamlining the experience for non-tech savvy investors. Wow, that to me, that's like war starting type of stuff. The Fed is not going to like that. I mean yeah. The startup's name is Noteworthy. It's an initiative created by the former director of the U.S. Department of the Treasury's Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Okay, well, all right. Larry Felix and the founding chairman of the Bitcoin Foundation, Peter Vicenes. I guess that's how you say his name. So you do have a former director of U.S. Department of Treasury Bureau in there. So you have a guy from the inside working with a guy from the Bitcoin Foundation. So interesting. And it is interesting how there are so many people pro crypto just put in all these high positions in government and finance. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of years with all this stuff going on and all these people planted in government institutions and banking institutions that are pro crypto. So yeah. Anyway, Noteworthy's sole and primary focus appears to bring Bitcoin back into the real world, although the team has yet to share a physical sample of how they intend to do so. However, the credentials of all its board of members and explanations shared on an official PR lend a lot of weight to Noteworthy's offering. Here's a quote. Each note comes equipped with a secure cryptographic microprocessor and utilizing all the banknote industry's high security features, noteworthy notes will look and feel like top-of-the-line currency while providing the highest grade of digital security embedded in each note. So I wonder how long Noteworthy, the startup, is actually going to have possession of these printing machines. I'm sure it won't be long before the Fed will be like, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take that. Anyway, the use of its such advanced technology make each unique bill almost impossible to duplicate, counterfeit, or modify. According to Noteworthy, the bills have made the same quality and security standards as official fiat banknotes. While digital assets are becoming more mainstream, they still lack the level of trust, familiarity, and accessibility that a physical banknote provides. But is it a good idea? The idea of a physical Bitcoin has been floating around in the heads of many crypto enthusiasts for quite some time. As you can see, people on eBay sell these little fake gold coins with their favorite cryptocurrency on it, and they kind of use it as a way to memorialize the first time that they bought a whole Bitcoin. Or a lot of the XRP guys seem to love those things too, they're worth nothing. So this would be something that is actually worth something, a banknote. Precisely in more impoverished, one of the most critical use cases applies to locations with limited internet access. Precisely in more impoverished areas where unbanked population abounds, internet access tends to be very poor, so cryptocurrencies have no room to grow. Some physical Bitcoin initiatives are geared more towards collectibles than real money creation, like I just mentioned. For example, companies like Titan Bitcoin issue commemorative coins with the keys to a wallet with a certain amount of Bitcoin inside. Also, some funds have experimented with physically backed crypto ETPs and similar offers to provide some price exposure. Now, I had to look up what a crypto ETP is, and I did find on Investopedia, let's see here, Investopedia ETP. Okay. Oops. Yeah, so this is how I do my research. I just find words I don't know in an article, and I look it up, and then that takes me down a rabbit hole, and that's how you research, folks. Exchange traded product, ETP. What is an exchange traded product? Exchange traded products are types of securities that track underlying securities in index or other financial instruments. Exchange traded products trade on exchanges similar to stocks, meaning their prices can fluctuate from day to day and intraday. However, the prices of ETPs are derived from the underlying investments that they stack. So it's not very far off from a synthetic or a derivative. But it's a bundle of them. So it's basically what the Wall Street bets 10 bullish stocks, the uStonks, seems to be kind of an ETP. How's that different from an ETF? ETF seems to be following a basket of stocks and bonds, where this follows types of securities like an index. I don't know, man. It gets a little more technical, I guess, including commodities, currencies, stocks and bonds. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the difference is between exchange traded product, exchange traded fund, exchange traded notes, and then here goes the difference between exchange traded products versus mutual funds. So pros and cons. Okay, I'm not going to get into the whole article, but interesting stuff. There's so many subtleties in finance, and I'm a pretty educated person, but I'm not educated in finance at all, and it's just a whole other world that I've basically been just diving into, trying to figure out to learn how to communicate about it. And Coinbase, so here we go, talk about this $75 million physically backed Ethereum. So basically this is an ETP that tracks Ethereum. Well, how's that different from a synthetic? Unless they have specific tokens and bills they are doing, which it does not say that they do. All right, we'll have to look at, if anybody knows anything about this and is kind of financially savvy, or is very proficient in the jargon of the financial industry and can explain to me the subtle difference between an ETP and ETF, and then how this would be any different than a synthetic or a derivative, let me know, because this is cut and dry. You're basically making a bill, out of Bitcoin and paper money. That represents Bitcoin. This will have Satoshi Nakamoto right on the front of it instead of George Washington. Well, probably not. They'll probably put some kook on there, but whatever. Anyway, oh my God, I've gone on for 35 minutes. Okay, yeah, you can tell it's daylight savings time, and I am tired. Saying I'm just rambling on. All right, man. Yes, sir. So, I guess I'm gonna call it a day or a morning and get on with my day. Oh, what's up, Valeria? And let me gift you a little item. Thanks for tuning on and continuing to watch. There, give you a crate. All right. Well, you guys take care. Enjoy life. Be good to each other, and be good to yourself. Do something good for yourself today. Do something really nice for yourself. Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. Bye.